Hey guys, this is Rachel, and I meant to only do one video a week, but I've become so angry. I'm just fuming. I had to do this video. Okay, so in case you don't know, there's this Hollywood producer named Polanski, and he raped a girl. Okay, and when I first heard about this, I was like, good, we've got him. He can go to jail. But I have heard so many people actually standing up for him. Like, I can't believe it. It's just insane. He raped a 13-year-old girl, and people don't want him taken to jail because he's been nominated for an Oscar. That's just wrong. And okay, a lot of lies have been spoken about what happened. Like, people have said that it was consensual, or he didn't know how old she was. None of that is true. So I just want the truth to be known. He knew how old she was because he asked her mom for permission to take her pictures. So he did know that she was 13. Then he went to take her pictures without her mother being there, and he drugged her with Quaalude. And for those of you that don't know anything about Quaalude, it kind of acts sort of like a barbiturate. It's like a muscle relaxant, and it causes you to be relaxed, but at the same time it causes people to be easily sexually aroused. And so he drugs her up with this, has her take off her clothes to take her picture naked. He gets naked himself, puts his arm around her, and she went into another room, and she told him to leave her alone and not to touch her. He then asks her if she's on the pill, when was her last period, stuff like that. He forcibly rapes her, and then afterwards he asked her if she would like him to give it to her up the butt or whatever, and he anally rapes her. And this is just a 13-year-old girl who's been drugged, and she told him no and to leave her alone, and he wouldn't do it, so he raped her. And there's just nothing else that you can say. He fled the United States, and he's been in exile in France for 32 years because those scumbag French people wouldn't turn him over for 32 years. And honestly, I just can't believe that any country would harbor this guy. So, I mean, anybody who harbors him or who stands up for him, it has to be a scumbag. And if I were a French person, I'd be really angry that my government was harboring a guy who molested a 13-year-old girl, raped her anally, sodomized her. It's just horrible. And now he's been captured by Switzerland. They got him. They've taken him to jail. Well, not to really jail, they've just arrested him, and hopefully he'll be extradited to the United States, but there are actually people trying to prevent that who want him to get away with raping this girl, and they'll even go to such great lengths as to lie about what happened and say that it was consensual and he didn't know how old she was. It's not consensual when the girl says no and when you've drugged her beforehand. So, just angry and livid about this. It's past time for him to go to jail for this, and just because he's a big Hollywood producer, or was, because he hasn't been in Hollywood for 32 years, but just because he's a famous producer does not give him the right to get away with justice. So feel free to comment or post a video reply. Hopefully this will get the word out there that this guy is not innocent, despite the fact that people just want him to be free because he's famous. So hopefully this girl will finally find justice. She's in her 30s now, and it's ridiculous that or maybe she's in her 40s. But anyway, it's just ridiculous that it's taken this long. So good job to Switzerland. They're doing the right thing, and kudos to them.